What's the deal? What's going on, my friends? Welcome to the final Asian session stream of 2023. How's everyone doing? Tom Lee, Monkey. What up, yo? What's up, gang? What up, Carly, Bougie, Spectrum, Jacob? Yeah, we made it to the finals, baby. Made it to the finals. And you know, I thought about it for a second when I was starting the stream, and I was like, all right, yeah, we're closing out. And then I thought about it, I was like, yo, I'm gonna see you after the weekend. Ain't nothing changed. We ain't take no vacation. The grind don't fucking stop. We're back, right? Beginning of next week or Tuesday next week or whenever that shit is, whenever next week happens. And back Tuesday, that's right. The grind don't stop. We keep going. So it's not like people like have a tendency to make this seem like see you next year. Nah, we're gonna be here in a few days. It's the weekend. You're not fucking going on a trip. Yeah. So just another weekend and we're right back into the full swing of things next week. Let's see what I lost my gift of gab for a second. Forgot how to speak. Let's see. I need some liquidity here. Give me a break, chat. I just smoked. I got a little dry mouth. But let's see what we got going on in the daily, and let's see what we got going on overall. Closing out the month right now. Tomorrow, last session in general. The daily, very interesting. Closed with no bottom wick. Do we come back down, or is this our support? Let's see. Anyone else sing a breakdown? No other YouTube Forex stream sings the breakdown. Right? Nice little range. Perfect. Let's not be too concerned with how ideal or perfect this part is. I think we're actually... Nah. Never mind. Chat, if you got any questions... It's the last stream of the year. Where the fuck have you been? Straight up. Don't you fucking dare ask me questions today. Save that shit till next week. This is your first Asian session? Damn, my bad. How to clean dreads? Same way you clean your hair. They got this weird shit people do nowadays. It's called shower. And if you ever heard of this thing called, this is a game changer right now. Shampoo. You get some shampoo. You get some water. Get a nice flow. I have no hair. Well, we'll all be there one day. Heard of grass too? Smoke grass too. Oh. How did this hourly close? This is interesting. The hourly close, maybe we had a steeper bottom wick. The hourly close respecting, so no wonder it's coming up. We're probably gonna have to. I hate to say this, but we might have to see this hourly through just to have some confirmations here. Because this is a strong rejection area at 68, and I want to see if the higher time frames close above it. Hey, Frank the Tank, thank you for joining Wix's table. Welcome, welcome. The private session though, don't look for me on Sunday. It's fucking New Year's, alright? So, we're gonna skip this Sunday, the private session this Sunday, and we're gonna continue next week in full swing every Sunday for the private session for everyone at Wix's table. Beautiful. What does it indicate when the higher time frame closes without a bottom or top wick, or neither top nor bottom? It depends. A wick on the opening or the closing of a candle. That's what matters. Not top or bottom. What's your opinion on trading different sessions? Some traders say trade one pair, one session. Yeah, if you're learning and they're educators, they're doing their due diligence by speaking to the majority, right? That's saying, hey, they're speaking to the majority, and typically if someone's telling you that, there's some, right? They're not new in the industry, or a guru's telling you that, and typically someone listening to that is somebody new in the industry. So yeah, it's like a good rule of thumb, because you know, concentrate one pair, one session. The more you're in the markets, the more you're trading, the more pairs you're open to, you know, open positions on, the more risk you're taking on. And the job here is to really manage risk, and risk as little as possible and be open to risk as little as possible. The more pairs you watch, the more likely you are to put in multiple positions and have to manage multiple positions. All right. It doesn't mean it can't be done. There's no black and white here. It's a big gray area, right? It's up to you to navigate it. Nothing is set in stone. That's the whole thing. The key is for you to actually realize that nothing is set in stone, and you can make this yours, right? Think outside the box. Don't, just because someone said one pair, one session, right? It doesn't mean you can't do it. People say many things. Like maybe that's actually like a really good idea though, but like I'm streaming 2 sessions, right? I'm doing one pair, but I'm trading 2 sessions right now. That doesn't mean, it's worse for me. No, overall the Asian session has been profitable, and it's only added on to my New York session. The key is to think outside the box. Not necessarily just in this case. In this case, that may be some good advice, but like anything people say on, in this industry, take it with a grain of salt, even if it comes from me. Just understand, like, it may not be for you, whatever advice it is, and you have to think outside of it. But a lot of it, like, it's just the reason we keep getting a big audience and we're growing an audience is because what I'm saying resonates with people, right? So, and I don't know, it sounds weird, right? But like, my DMs are full of that. Like, it resonates, and it resonates with me too. I wish somebody taught me a lot of the stuff that I say. Like, a lot of things that I say is truly the things I wish somebody was like me that was around and was like, no, 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 this is what you got to do. Trust me. This, it goes like this and that and this. For beginners, try to get to break even before you dream about profit, especially for smaller accounts. I believe smaller accounts need to secure profits quicker than bigger accounts. You need to grind your way up to a bigger account. Let's see. For now, I think we're in this range, but I don't know if I like it. This is interesting. Let's see. Maybe we can stay below here. 20. Yeah, I have a hard time applying this level on the higher time frame. We gotta keep it up here. There's some play here on the 30, but I think it's irrelevant when it comes to the higher time frame in this case. Yeah, I think 2070 should be the target here. So let's see if we can take advantage of getting up there. Yeah, I think we need the 4-hour to close above 6.8, and then we need a very steep bottom wick for it to drive up. And if we need a steep bottom wick for it to drive up, maybe on the next 4-hour we could take advantage of the initial hour or two, which will be the formation of the bottom wick. Let's see how this plays out. Like 2070 at some point is pretty much a given. It's either gonna drive up right now, this candle and the next to get there, or we're gonna spend the rest of the evening rejecting and coming down, and that's the key here. The hourly and the 4-hour close. The 30 might give an indication, but if we don't come down, grab a steep bottom wick here, because what happens here after a drive up here, after a rejection, we come down to here, back to here for the drive up, or to these wicks. For now, that's where we've grabbed orders, but once we closed above, right? I don't know where we're going to reject within this area, but once we closed above, you see that the very next candle came to this area. So I would like the next candle after a closure above 26.8440 to do this. If that's what we get, if we get that steep bottom wick after a closure above there, high chance if we also have a top wick on this candle, right? If this is what we look like, if it looks like this, and the next candle opens up with no top wick, and the first thing we do is come down and tap this area, I might take the bottom wick buy on here, understanding that even if we're in the wrong direction, the candle's going to have to come up here, create a top wick before driving down, and we'll be sitting pretty. Capiche? Everybody understood that? Perfect.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Looks, bro, what's your plan for the new year? I said no more questions. I'm just kidding. You going out with family? My best wish to... No, I'm going to spend it at home with my kids and my wife. I agree with the analysis. Thank you. Thank you, Marlon. Anyone else concur? Does everyone concur? Guess everyone concurs. DBS all the way started coming to live stream in November, man. I did 20% this month. First profit of the month since July. W. Increíble. That's enough. That's enough, everybody. Reese Cooper, thank you. 2 weeks off, tuned in almost every stream. At least 20% better trade than before. It's a lot of percent. A sell scenario? Well, first of all, we would end up closing below 2068.427. We will end up respecting it, just like we ended up respecting it here and here and here. Well, maybe we'll adjust it. Just, sorry, hold on. Let's do this to make it more right there. Right? So, if that's our level, there we go. Right, so let's see if we can reject like this. And that rejection, you see, we get a closure below, and then the next candle makes a top wick, flips. I don't know if it did that in all of these cases, but ideally, if it makes a top wick and it tips or taps this or this, right? Right, this is what we're doing, study of historical price data, and that's what gives us a clue to what's going to happen in the future. So if this is the closure, and the next candle pops up, and it's looking like this, be mindful that at any moment, once it taps here, it can flip and do what these candles have done here, right? This one didn't drive up there, but in general, that's what I would look for. And if that's what happens, and if it does that, then look, every time that happens, we friggin' fill the range down. Fill the range down. So, if this is how things start developing and they tap this and start flipping, we'll take the flip. Right? We'll take the flip here. This will be entry. That's how a bearish situation will look like. But right now, I believe we are likelier to get a bullish push. Even if you do get a sell situation, I think it'll be a bottom wick for your bullish push. So pay attention. Makes sense. I hope it makes sense. You get nervous when you go into drawdown? No. You revenge trade? No. Very clear and informative? Yes. Thank you. No regrets. That's right. Not even a letter. That's a W, Reese. A lot of people do that. A lot of people mark up the charts and then show up here just to see if they're close to what we're doing or what I'm looking at. Don Julio NYC. Screw the bag, yo. When you started, did you blow a lot of funded accounts? No. I blew a lot of personal accounts. FOMC next week. Looks, yep. Once a month. Once a month. I'm gonna be ready. Mm. Took a buy at 26,780. The thing is going to make a high and take out the liquid 2089. What do you think? I think we're heading up to at least 2070, maybe 2073. The way it's pushing, 2073 is highly likely. And then we'll take a look what it does at 2073. See how it kind of go level by level there? What made you think of the name X9? Came to me in a dream. Discussed it already. It's your real name? It's Jeffrey. No, I'm sorry. It was George. Fuck, what was the name? Was it Jeff? It wasn't Jeffrey. It was Joffrey. I forgot, man. My name is Jeff. How was the gym wicks? Almost like it never even happened. W, welcome to the clubhouse. Seraphin. What was my name, chat? What did we decide on? I don't remember. Remember the stream? Damn. You guys had a good one. What's the deal, Eddie? How are you? Fuck it, it's the final stream. It's the final stream of the year. You guys, all the camera monsters, can hop on.
That's beautiful.
Why is it so bright outside? Where are you at?
Oh, this is the mirror I built for my girlfriend. Yeah, I can dim it as well.
I thought that was a window for a second.
Keep it bright in here.
$22K, that's right. I didn't even. Damn, that's the second day in a row. I look at the viewers and there's 666 viewers. Chat 30 just closed. They're above every possible effing level, but I think we have like 8 pips to the top here. Hourly, no bottom wick. Uh, 6 pips. No. I'm geed. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, 22K. I didn't even realize at one point. What up, Bougie? What up, Ziggy? You guys can unmute if you want. Bougie said he's bringing a
No,
big
good.
ass bowl today. I seen you post that in the morning. He said I'm showing up with my bowl. 50K in 2024. Well, here's the thing. I think I got like 2K in the last 2 weeks. So I'd have to do, if we're averaging like, that's basically 1,000 a week, right? I would have to do like, at that average, we're a good year and a half, 2 years away from 100K. I think I said 3 years, right, chat? Remember I said 3 years. I said 3 years. I think we can be at 100K. But 22 is not bad. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Thank you. It's very humbling.
I give it 6 months.
6 months for 100K? No. No. Not even a year. I think it's a big push or a big pull.
The way you're compounding, I don't know.
It's just the industry's. I don't know. I don't know if it's growing that much for this to be that popular. Yeah, plus Asian session. We're not, but I'm talking to Asian session. I'm talking in general about Asian session. I'm not talking New York. Obviously, when I cover New York, it's like, it's like a cheat code because like my account grows way faster. I mean, my sub count.
Yeah,
Grinding
New
for the
York is
plaque, chat. I'm grinding for the plaque. Just want that. I just want that YouTube plaque behind me. That's it. That's the best. What were you saying?
I think I said New York is a cheat code. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I thought you were saying something. Yeah, New York is like, yeah, my dad's a YouTuber. That's why I agree. I just want my kids to be able to say that. Outside of that, it's just natural progression. Like, I didn't even realize we were at 22. I thought we were like 21.6 or something. We just got to 20. I remember like a week ago or 2 weeks, we were just like, hey, 20. What happens for take your kids to work day?
Mm.
You're there. This happens. They sit down on my lap, and then they ask me for candy, and then they go away. This is interesting. If we get a closure back in range, that's a fake out. 30 had no top wick. Or basically no top wick. Closure back in range. Top wick. Flip down. We gonna be in there like swimwear. Damn. Y'all were in my DMs today. Talking about your signals suck. I you chat, you know when you're so angry or like you stunned where you don't have a reply? I was basically I had the equivalent of that's all I could have replied. I wouldn't even do signals. Like, calling me out on like people follow your signals and I'm like, bruh, what signals? I don't do signals. Yeah, call me out if I was selling some signals and they were trash, but I don't sell no signals. I don't know what happened. I don't know why people were upset. Is there like a fake Wix 9 selling signals? That'd be wild. Probably is.
Don said there was a dude who was selling signals off of his stream,
That's
and
crazy.
as soon as he would take a trade off stream, he would send it in a Discord.
That's wild. Yeah, appreciate you, Shanae. Slinging but like Wix 9 signals. Reverse psychology to make you sell signals. Yeah, we can't take this. There's 6 pips of range here. Now, if we get some closures above there, then I'll rethink positions for the 4-hour and the hourly close. Watch this shit just fucking rocket.
I hope I'm in buys right now.
Oh, you're in bias? Well, damn, I hope
Yes,
this shit
sir.
hits 2079 right now for you.
Yo, good looks. I got in at 2066.
Oh, well,
Nice.
Yeah, I'm already BE.
2066? Where the fuck were you on the
Yes, sir.
charts? You got in like an hour before the stream, right? Great talk.
You go to the gym today?
No, I pretended like I went to the gym today. No, I had to buy shit. And then like after I was done buying shit, it's like terrible weather and the kids wanted to go out into terrible weather, so
Hmm.
just went out with the kids.
It's been raining here in West Palm all day.
Yeah, it was raining here too. Got a little flooded.
Yeah, chat this morning was insane.
Chat's been in
People
Friday
over
mode.
risk, people over risk and then cry about it.
Isn't like Florida hot and sunny all year? Actually, no. It's hot and sunny and rainy and windy and hurricane and extreme heat all at the same time on one block all year. It can literally, Florida's so weird, it can be 45 and 92 in the same day. Like, what the fuck do you wear, right, chat? We spoke about this. What do you wear when there's a 50-degree difference in the same day?
That's when you don't leave the house.
Yeah, this is wild. I be wearing swimming trunks and a bubble jacket. And some Uggs with the toes cut off.
I've never seen green before.
Yeah, he's not green. He's not green in real life. Not the Uggs and toes out like you at the beach. Yeah. Those are fire. I was on Zoom 2 days ago. That's a damn lie. I've never seen you on Zoom. Well, 2070 tap. Can we come back in range? Will we drive up? I was on Zoom February 9th. Word. Hey. Check the tapes.
Did you take any more positions after stream?
No. No. I closed everything and I dipped from the house for about 20 minutes just to like touch grass and smoke 2 joints.
Yeah, you've been putting in that work.
I was tired. I'm tired right now. I'm worn out. I'm gonna sleep the entire weekend.
Have a big reset.
Yeah. People are like, aren't you going out? It's New Year's. You go party? Like I can. I'll just same as every other day. I'm not like doesn't excite me. Like there are times when I'm excited to go out, right? But it's gotta be like something interesting.
Yeah, it's like clubbing is like old. Like
It gets old, right? It gets old real quick, especially after doing it all the time, every day for like 20 years. It gets really old.
yeah, so I don't do it anymore. And every once in a while, you go out and you have a good time, and it's way better than having to go out every weekend or every other weekend.
No, I don't mind going out. I like going out. I like being on public. I like going vibing out, chilling, having a good time. I think you know what it is for me lately. Lately, it's the crowd. I'm sorry, friends, if any of my friends are watching this. I just don't have. It's the crowd. Like, I how do I say this?
I agree.
I'm just mentally not there. I'm mentally not on that level. Like the conversations don't interest me. Yeah, I'm bored. Conversations aren't interesting. Like like what they went through last weekend, like I don't give a shit.
Most of the time, it's the same thing they did the weekend before
And
and the
it's
weekend
never
before that.
it was never shit that like they had to do under pressure, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you were supposed to do that shit. And like, yeah, like that's what people do, bro. Like it's never I can't explain it. You're a liar. You discuss the most of the TV streamers. Yeah, I talk what I say here. Like, yeah, why not? This is what goes through my head. I talk a lot. I'm a good orator, right? I'm a good speaker. It's just the conversations lately, the last few years, have not been as exciting or interesting. And just the vibes aren't there. I need the vibes, right? Vibes are a big part of going out, and just if there's no vibes there, there's just I don't give a shit about it. You're an adult chilling with kids? What do you mean? No. Who's kids? Here, maybe. Like, no. Honestly, even the demographics on YouTube, I've looked it up. It's majority, overwhelming majority is my age, right? Overwhelming majority is my age. The thing is, damn, when I go out, like, last few times we were out, it's like, I'm like the median, right? There's people older than me, people younger than me. Make your own. I always make my own vibes. But that's the thing. Typically, lately, that's how it is. Like, I'm a fucking vibe myself, right? And then I can't explain it. Wick, speak
I
of
know
my
what
bar
you.
mitzvah. What was that?
I was saying I know what you mean. I agree 100%.
Green becoming a man soon. It's alright. I'm gonna speak at your bar mitzvah, and Tino's gonna speak at your circumcision. Tino's got that one booked. Green's like, ouch. Like, just thinking about that shit hurts. Circumcision speeches go off. He said, dude, I do great at circumcisions. I do great at circumcisions. I bomb at weddings, but I do great at circumcisions. Oh my god. Don't make me cry. Do you guys not take each other's trades within devious? In what sense? Please describe a situation, and I tell you if it happens or it doesn't. Or it's almost like I never have I ever. Like, so you guys are sometimes different trades. Why not copy each other's trades to make more money? It's just not how it works. It's like we might understand the charts the same way. We might have over, like generally the same knowledge and very similar experiences over the last few years. We still have different perspectives on things. Where it's an individual activity. It's not a team sport, right? Like we can't like we're not gonna split that account later and like it's not how it works. You really have to be in tune with. Okay, this is a big reason why a lot of you, when Don wins or I win, and some of you guys will take a loss because you're not in tune with the way that we typically trade, and risk management is completely up to you, right? A lot of you guys will take a position and then you'll let it run, or you'll close it too soon, and yeah, you followed us on the trade, but you're not in tune with the perspective that we had going into the trade and what we're expecting and where we're planning to close, right? And what we're looking for. So I think you'll be better off and more profitable, and you'll be a lot more confident and comfortable in a trade that was that 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 came to fruition in your head, that you came up with, that you gave birth to, right? You'll understand what to expect. It won't create impulsive feelings in you because, oh shit, well, what was the point here? What you look no, when it's your position, and have a reason for every aspect of the trade and why it's happening, how it's happening, what you're gonna do, and you have a whole plan. If you don't have a plan and you're following somebody, it's long term. In my experience, it it's not beneficial for your long term success. Put it that way.
Earlier today, somebody was complaining that they took a 30 pip loss. I think we were in drawdown like 40 pips and they had a hard stop at 30 pips and they took a loss while we closed that break even because they didn't understand the stop loss and the amount of risk they should have taken.
Perfect example. Yeah, right there. But don't get me wrong, there's a lot of trades when we're on together, right? If if I kick ideas off of Don, or if Don kicks ideas off me, or if he has a breakdown and I'm sitting there watching and I agree with it, absolutely take the trade. If it makes sense, clicks in my head and I agree with it, I absolutely take the trade. Quite often we're in the same positions. Quite often we'll take a trade on here throughout the year. You guys have seen it. I think Don's signal channel will be in a position when we're in a position, or there'll be a candle before or a candle after us, or it's happened numerous times. Or when we've taken a sell and as soon as we were out, Don was in a buy, or the other way around. Don was in a sell. As soon as he was out, we were in a buy. It's just like we're seeing the same thing. We're just, taking advantage of different parts of the move of the market, understanding that where it has to go. You know, it's happened plenty of times. 7 minutes here for the 4 hour. We kind of wrote up. The buys here we would not have taken. Right? They would have gave you what, 10 on the dot, 11. We probably see 9 with spread, but well, unless this rides up now. But there was no top wick on the 30 or the 15. And the 1 hour has no bottom wick. So you don't expect this to drive and fill the range. And if it does, I mean, we'll react. We're not gonna, you know, trade, but based on what we want to see, what we're expecting to see, we're gonna trade based on what we actually do see and what it does, right? And if we get this closure, if this is the closure and we get a top wick, I might think of being in here off the rip. I'm sorry, I might not. No, we're not gonna be in here off the rip. We're gonna wait for a bottom wick if this is how we close. And ideally we can get that bottom wick to break the previous 30. I would like to reject off 2068 and then drive up to fill the range. Interesting how here at this closure the wick came down here, but now you have this closure. There's no wick here, no orders grabbed. I'm a little skeptical. I'm thinking we might have to come down there. But if we can retest anywhere back into this range, but still maintain closures above it, maybe flip to fill the range here, it wouldn't be bad. We have 5 minutes. A lot of time. We need to wait for it to close. Hey, beautiful. Are you looking for a buy? Because we're 4 minutes away from a 4-hour close, and the 4-hour is going to close above the 4-hour range here. It's going to close bullish here, barring something drastic. And what we want to see is a top wick on this candle, right? On the current candle. Just giving us some range to drive up. I also believe we need a bottom wick on the next candle before we do drive up, so that's what I'll look for. A lot of time. If it drives up and fills the range here, it might get tough. It might be very similar to yesterday where it fills the range and then it ranges for an hour before doing something. So I don't want it to fill the range. What I do want it is to leave a top wick. So maybe another push and then a pullback. Well, the idea of a wick is really just to tap an area where we typically drive from in the past. That's why I keep looking left to see where we drove from. Where candles have driven from after closures like this, but we don't have any closures. We just drove down through the range, up through the range. So it typically happens in situations like this. Right, you create a range, create a resistance, support, you fill it. I would expect this to come back down before the next push up. Okay, there we go. We had that little push up. We had a little pullback here. We're leaving a top wick. Let's say if we can maintain price above 2070. And close with a top wick. If this is how we close, chat, I'm gonna look for price to come back down towards around 2069 area. And if that happens without making a top wick first, if the first thing we do is come down, I will take a buy on the bottom wick of the candle. Okay. 30 seconds here. We want to break the previous 15, not the 30. I was going to say the 30. I keep saying the 30, the 15. Okay, bottom wick. Bit lower. I want to break the previous 15 and we'll look for buys. Could be it. Is this it? If that's it, I mean, I'm not in here.
Yeah, I'm even trying to add a position, and this is just running.
Well, I hope it's not it. I mean, I hope even if it comes back down here, you're still in profit. So I want the flip here to be an advantage point for us, right? I want us down here to roughly 2069.5 area. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. It might just drive straight up. That little small ass bottom wick, 3 pips.
Looking to get out at 2075.
I don't know. This is a strong rejection area. It can definitely go 4 hour. Yeah, you got. I mean, you got time. All you got is time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I took 2 partials already. The rest is just house money.
Yeah, I'm not in here. I'm not in anywhere. There are times when I'm in off the rip on the 4 hour closure. This isn't one of those times. Yeah, I don't. That was the bottom wick. If we break the highs here, I don't see why I would reject, but we'll see.
Ooh, it's rejected.
Did it break the high? No, it didn't. Yeah, if it
No.
breaks the highs, it should just go. And it's not really rejecting yet. I think it should still go. Like, regardless of what it's going to do, it's still going to see 73.
Yeah, I think after bounce off 6-9.
It's going to have to it's going to have to re-break the current highs. Even if it's going to come down, after a bearish closure, it'll have to break the current highs. I would just like to be out by the time it's doing that, or have it be house money once it's re-breaking the highs. So if we can come back down here, you know, maybe break the previous 15, tap the previous 30 lows, and then start re-breaking the highs, then we could look for positions. It's a little tough to take a bottom wick now that we've made a top wick here. But if we don't drive for the next 15 minutes anywhere, or for the next 10 minutes, then maybe the next 15 candle it'll be. I think year-end last session traders likely may not want to hold over long weekend, may have more people selling than buying, just share my well, typically what happens is people are taking their profits at the end of the year. The big players, the institutions are trying to get their orders to where they need to be, trying to get prices to where they need to be by the end of the year, right? And drive the markets to its targets. How does that help you? Just have that in the back of your head. See if it can help you somewhere to have an edge. Being closed for today, have anything to do for 2 days? Have something to do with price action today? What was closed for 2 days? Asian's been open. New York's been open. Needs to come down to go to 85 levels. I think before, if you are to see 85, yeah, we'll come back down here to 64, 66 areas. The institutions don't have a end of year goal. Silly myth. Okay. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe I butchered it. The brokers, the LPs, the institutions, the governments, the banks. Everybody's trying to get their orders filled and their books done before the end of the year, which tends to drive the market to the higher time frame levels. Ow, fucking mosquito. Some ICT via, I don't know, never read ICT, never listened to ICT. I just don't know how it would matter, right? I don't know how it would matter when we're trading literally 2 hourly candles. I don't know, like the same way news doesn't really come into effect into our breakdown. We're just aware when it's happening and we watch out for it. Same way this doesn't really matter.
It's just price action, bro. That's it.
Is it true? Is it a fact? I don't know. That's just what I've picked up from people, but it never mattered to me when it comes to doing what we do here, because most of the things, like how often do we literally look through the news or look through the market data and like really break it down and fundamental? Never. It's not a huge part of our equation. The news we are aware of, right? We're aware when a war breaks out. We know what to expect. So really, we might be more confident in our positions that are in the direction of fundamentals. But in reality, if we're here for 2 or 3 hours and our role is to break down just a range to range 5, 15, 30-minute candle, all of those other things are kind of irrelevant to what we do. I thought you were better than that. Nope. Same old filthy me. Do you think it's going to come down 2061? I don't know, but if it does, we'll try to react to it when it starts doing that. I understand the 4-hour has closed massively bullish, and I understand that it is highly likely to come back and retest the highs that the previous 4-hour made. I just want to see if we can get an entry somewhere. You could have buys or sells here. It really depends on how it reacts. But I think this 4-hour might tap into 2066 to 64 area and then start flipping bullish. It might even start flipping bullish before that. But I want to see some kind of indication of a rejection. Huh. Yeah, even if we come down, right? The market will have to grab orders where? Also, not really about closure here, because look at how the market has tapped this area. It just taps it and rejects. Just the way the price moves. It's the areas that price gets to. And we've also rejected here before that drive, right? That's what we were talking about before. I used to love entries in these situations, like on this candle, whether it was a buy or sell. I used to love entries on this candle. And then I realized that you wait another candle or two in these situations, and a lot of the times you'll typically get an answer. Because I can make a case for a buy and a sell here. I like the fact that we've come down, almost tapped this area. This is very interesting. See, I think we would be in buys here if we didn't make that top wick first. What is it to the flip here? 2 minutes.
Yeah, I had a sell just now. I closed at like 11 pips.
Gee. You guys want to run the stream? Killing it. I love it. What, break of the previous 15?
Yeah, I had this as a major rejection level, and then when the hourly started flipping after creating a top wick first and the first 5-minute closed, I think that's when I entered right off the bat.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think I saw 12 pips at most. I think I closed at 11.
Okay, 5 just closed. Respecting. $15 closed, respecting. No bottom wick on 15. There's a bottom wick there. There's a bottom wick on the 15. What a level. Yeah. What a level. Might not come back to it. I see, baby. Very pretty glasses. Very pretty glasses. This was a pretty solid entry here, Chad. I think on the bottom wick. If it
Yeah,
goes
I
back
took
to
it.
it where we take it, the bottom wick here was solid entry. Sorry, I got kids all over the place.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, it was a really good entry.
Yeah, I'm in. I grabbed that.
I can't enter right now. The entry was fucking 10 pips ago on the closure.
Yeah, I'm going B on that position now. Yeah, I got in at 6-8.
How did I miss it?
Before.
I don't think I missed it. It's gonna have to come back down, grab some orders maybe on the next 5. If it doesn't, the entries should be right here. This isn't even a bad entry. Maybe if it closes bullish here with a top wick, I'll take an entry. Still gotta come up to, if you think about it, to grab orders. Oh, it's coming up doing that now. Yeah, no, I don't have an entry here. If it comes down, grabs a bottom wick, this was a really good entry here, this top. Because no matter what it does, right now it's played out your advantage point. I'm fucking annoyed. Alright, well, this plays out your advantage point right here. This is basically it. Because you understand it's gonna have to come up here to 2070, whether it's a buy or a sell. Once it rejects you, you'll have to come up there to grab price. Now it can continue and fill the wick back down, right? It doesn't necessarily have to flip bullish here on the higher time frame. It just played out your advantage point, and now if it comes down and grabs a bottom wick on the next 5, great. If not, I'll look for other positions. At the very least, you should be break even, expecting the candle, or giving the candle a possibility that it might flip bearish on you, at the very least. If you missed it, Wix, just remember they were pretty glasses. They were pretty glasses. They were. That's not their fault. It's nobody's fault. It's just I don't know. It might have to do with the fact that I'm tired. No excuses. No, if you took this, see, if you took this on your own without waiting for me, you're doing pretty well right now because you're expecting this 4 hour to come up and flip. But the reason, like I said, while you're expecting that, will this 5 come down? No, drive straight up. So I think it's gonna grab orders. No, I think you're late for your entry. Well, I think I'm late for an entry if I was gonna enter. This is you're at your advantage point. The trade to here, your break even, and this was your trade right here. 20 pips probably, 15. What is this range? Yeah, 16 pips. You think it's going bullish? I don't know. I know that we can reject and come back down and fill the wick back down bearish. I would have played my advantage point, and then after that, I don't know what happens. That's it. Right? This, you can still flip here. You can flip bearish here. Look at this. Can be a 15 top wick. Right? While you're looking at the 30 or the 1 hour being a bottom wick, there'll still be a 15 top wick. So we don't know. What I do understand though. No, I can't. We can't even do that. Yeah.
Oh, keep pushing.
It's gonna keep pushing. It's just.
I hope.
I'm not in there. Does Ziggy send signals? Yes, 3 times per stream. Patience, let's be patient. I mean, if it starts driving up, we'll wait for the next setup. If it might set up before it drives up, might start coming back down, we'll take advantage of that. But the buys from here are gone. Your advantage points played out. the patience to wait for the next trade, even if this goes a million pips. No setup, no trade. Yeah, it's gotta be it's gotta be set up. It's 37B. No, it's 36B. I haven't taken a position here. Took 2 Bs in the morning, and it went from 34 to 36. Enter out? No. There's a few things that can happen here. I'm waiting on this 30 to close. I want to see how it plays out. $30 make a top wick, and then you take a sell. If the 30 makes a top wick and breaks the previous 30. Pretty glasses. Really pretty glasses.
Do you got for those?
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. I said I want to see the 4-hour re-break its own high and not drive. If the 4-hour can flip and then come back down bearish, then I might look for a 30 or 1-hour flip. Just walking around singing. All right, lock it in here. We got a 30 closure here. If we break the previous 30 low here, right now off this candle, I'll have a buy stop on the break of the highs. Okay. We're going to need to break the previous 30 low. Uh, got close. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a buy on the break of the highs here once it breaks the highs. Chat, I'm in a position here. All right. We have decently small stops. And I'm looking to fill the top of the range. Whether we drive up or down, drive up or down, I think price needs to, what the hell? Come on. I think price needs to tap the top of the range here, which is roughly 12 pips. Okay. And realize that because it's the beginning of the 4 hour, this is only the first hour of the 4 hour, it can come down for an hour or two before coming back up. If it does that, great, we'll be out. But I believe the 15 needs to flip up, fill the wick up, and that's the top of the range. If it doesn't, then we'll look. If it doesn't do it on this 15, then we'll look for positions, or we'll look for pineapples probably at around 66. But that's the only area I think for pineapples, 66 to 64. $15 flip, did it? I'm expecting the top of the range as my advantage point, and ideally that's the 4 hour flip to take us up. But at least of the fill of the previous 15 wick. My entry is 2069.7. Right there. Haha, I had a better entry. 2069.23. Got me again. Are you buying? We are already in position. What up, Dirt? Appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Your entry is my exit. Oh. Whoa. I mean, yeah, I guess it is. It's just what it is. $2068.70. W, it's a good one. And once again, the idea behind the buys is if we are to come down further, we'll probably need to come up here with a top wick and tap these areas before driving down. Even if it comes down further, eventually the top wick on the next candles will need to be up there. Here, pineapple is my fruit. Based on daily closure from yesterday, do you expect us to pull back before grabbing more orders, driving up to all-time highs? To all-time highs? Yeah, I think so. For the drive to all-time highs, I think we'll have to pull back. But I'm not playing the all-time highs bottom wick here in order to drive. My goal is to get to the top of the range before the market can make a decision. If it's struggling, we might break the previous 4-hour low, but we're going to have to come back up and make a decision. Why'd you enter? Sorry, showed up late. Expecting us to retest the 4-hour highs. I'm expecting this to be the bottom wick up for the 4-hour, and for us, before we make any decision, to retest the 4-hour highs. And if it wants to come back down, it'll create a top wick. If it wants to drive, it'll fill the range up to 73. Are you surprised at the yearly? Not really. It's the market being the market. I don't have an expectation for it. I just, just get ready for what it's doing. Or I try to be as prepared as possible for what it's doing. That's it. Tough part is we already made a top wick here for the 30, right? I don't think you'd be wrong in buys or sells here. It's kind of mid-range here, so the market will kind of have to pass through this area. So 73 or 64. Really about timing. Yeah, the way the 30 looks, we might get a 30 to come down. 5 minutes coming down, 5 minutes close bearish. So you'd probably expect a rebreak of the lows before a push up. We need a no, we need to be patient. Let the market play out. I mean, I know you guys are zoned in on this little candle. Up, down, up, down. Understand that it can go up, down another 20, 30 pips, go up 30 pips. It's just while the higher time frame candle is open, and for the most part, that's the 4-hour here. It's, you know, the trade's in play. A foot to the downside. Damn, dog. That's how you feel? I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. What can I do? Shaking my head. Yeah, from looking at it like this and the fact that it tried to come up and it's struggling, it probably needs to grab more orders. So maybe a rebreak of the 4-hour low before it actually drives up, because why would it struggle here? You know what I mean? How's the 15 gonna close here? Hmm? Not great. And that's an ugly opening. Should come down. Oh man, this should come down here. I don't like chat. I'm gonna close my positions here. I might break even, and if it goes up, it goes up. That's an ugly close on the 15. With the I closed at break even, but it's I know you want to be tempted. If it goes up, let it. I don't like that 15 closure. We should have drove up on that previous 15.
I agree.
If it drives up, let it. It'll close bullish, and when we get that bullish closure, we'll get in on the rest of the ride to 2073. That 15 had no business closing bearish because it made that bottom wick that we wanted. It drove up, it flipped, and it closed bearish. Yeah, yeah. Paka! Paka! It's what makes sense in my head. If it's gonna go up, it'll have to come down, make a bottom wick here, flip, start driving up, and as it starts driving up, I'll look for more closures above here. This is just, look, 13 minutes left on the hourly, and the hourly is gonna close bearish. So maybe a top wick to open the next hourly and come back down. We'll see. I'll stay on for the next hourly candle or the beginning or the first part of it. Just I want to see. Maybe we can still get more positions to come back down in range. See, at this point, my understanding is the 4-hour didn't have enough liquidity to drive up. So if it didn't do that, we probably need to break these lows. I still think we'll come back up 2073. I also think we'll need to come down and break the lows at 68 before we do that. So if we're going to come back up, can we take the advantage of breaking the lows at 68, maybe with a top wick here, right? And then we can look for sells to get down here. And at this point, market might, you know, start turning around, or it might drive through here before it starts coming back up. But I think that's the next best bet, is to see this hourly through in 12 minutes, because otherwise it should have drove now. If the hourly closes bearish, we're going to come back down, break the previous 4-hour wick to grab more orders, right? Ten minutes left here. Let's just try it up in 10 minutes. The Asians made their move. We're too late. The good trade was here. Right there. Boom to boom. That's a trade I think really, like, for the first time in a long time, that I think we should have had. Hold on, let me update the record. Break even number 37. This isn't bad. Like I said, if we can come back up, break the previous 30 highs on the next 30-minute candle, we can look for sells. If this is how we close right now. Even if we close doji. I don't want a bullish 30-minute closure. If we can get the 30 to close bearish, the 15 will close bearish. 5 will kind of be irrelevant at that point, right? But the 15, the 30, the 1. A 4-hour already has a top wick, right? If it didn't have a top wick, it'd be kind of questionable, right? very arbitrary in that case because then you're expecting to come up and grab the orders here. But it's already made a top wick and started coming down. So it's done that, and every other time frame is bearish. What does it take for you to get in a trade? You see it every day. Well, our Christmas streams chat, our record is 8 wins, 1 loss, and 3 break-evens. That has been the last 2 weeks of the year. That has been our Christmas record. Hopefully we can get a W for the plenty more W's ahead. A lot of W's ahead. If this range was bigger, I'd probably sell right now too. If there was more room to go, fill the wick, because it's gonna do it. Right? If you know it's gonna do it, why not sell? But there's only 2 pips. If it was like 8, right? Wow, what a good closure there. Five minutes left, plenty of time. We want the 30 and the 15 to close bearish here. Not just bear. I wanted below 2068.5. Like that would be fucking perfect. Below 2068.5, you don't need a steep top wick. Above it, we're gonna need a steep top wick right now. I'm gonna need a top wick to break previous 15 and the previous 30 candle. We're gonna have to break these highs. If the top wick can break the previous 30 candle high, then I can look for sells, expecting us to. I'll be more confident that we're gonna drive down, break the previous 30 wick, right? And that would be 5 here to the bottom of the range, about 7 with momentum. I think we can carry to at least 14, 15, right to these areas. 67.6. Right, because if it's going to go up, it'll start rejecting it around here. 67.7, 67.6, maybe 67.5. So top wick, drive down, that's our advantage point, and then we're break even. Calling it a session. Oh no, I'm going to wait for the next hourly. I want to wait for this hourly to close. I'm going to wait. I want to see how the next hourly opens and if we can take advantage of anything. how many risk you have. Got quite a few risks. I got a board game named Risk. I got a homie named Risk. It's more of a nickname, actually. I can get risky frisky. I don't know. Each trade is, I can risk up to 10% of my account. Oh, we got a signal from Eternal Goose. Eternal Goose says buy now. Thank you. Free signals. Silly goose. If I find trading all-time highs very awkward, how would you approach? I mean, you've seen the last 2 days, just 3 break-evens, right? As we're kind of stuck in this range above or around previous all-time highs, and it's making new ranges here. You've seen it. This is our last Asian session this week. Chat, do not show up for Asian tomorrow. I mean, you can. I won't be there, but you can.
I'll be waiting.
He'll be waiting, yeah. Don't forget, tomorrow, 8 a.m., our final stream of the year of 2023. Our final, the last stream I'm hosting for the holiday season. It's the last time I'm going to be your substitute teacher in the New York session for the holiday season, right? Holiday season over, and we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. Closure at a support really doesn't help our case here. Especially this kind of closure. Closure at support with no bottom wick is going to be... Well, wait, what am I saying? Closure at a support with no bottom wick. Yeah. I said it when their last hour drove. I said the way it drove, we might end up just inching around this area. That's what it's kind of done. 2, 1. It's got a bottom wick, but it closed at a support.
Oh shit.
If we can come down here, I wouldn't mind taking a buy off a bottom wick. We can come down here. Oh, who's got me? Who's got me on the YouTubes?
No, I got you open on my laptop.
Nice. Nice.
I accidentally hit the volume button.
You lucky it was me and it wasn't the other guy's stream.
Oh.
You're like, wait a minute. Who's stream hopping? That's happened so often on Don's stream. I know what it means when I say oh shit. What does it mean when you say it? It means grab the handle, we're about to crash. Grab the oh shit handle, we're about to crash.
You know Teslas don't have them.
They don't have an oh shit handle?
Nah. When I was in
So-
LA, my cousin has a Model 3. And there's no oh shit handle.
So what do you do when you crash?
Just gotta
You
pray.
die?
Just pray? It's not a lot of options there. At least with that thing, I can turn into different positions, right? With the oh shit handle, I can just put my feet up. Where in the Tesla, you just say oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Elon said no oh shit handle on the Model 3s.
That's great. I seen the Model S where they opened the trunk and there was a fucking child seat in there. You guys seen it? The Model S comes with that feature. It's got a child seat in the trunk. It's crazy.
My Jeep's got oh shit bars everywhere.
Well, it's a Jeep. It needs them.
Yeah, doesn't the steering wheel like shake uncontrollably when you drive the Jeep?
It does when with my new tires when I go past like 65. Sometimes it drives smooth, sometimes it shakes.
Yeah, I'd be terrified. Going like 70 and my steering wheel is just shaking uncontrollably.
So,
It-
you guys are GPs?
It kind of vibrates
Nah.
a little.
One of my good friends has one.
Word. My Jordan's got a roll cage. Just trying to stay safe. I vibrate a little. Yo, your slipper's got all-wheel drive? That's wild. Gold? Anything? Maybe a strong 15-minute bullish candle here. A really strong bullish 15. Something like what we just had, right? If we can establish this candle, right? Hold support again. The next drive off of it, I think will take us further, as long as we can wick down into here. If we're able to do that. Right, then you're looking for a wick down into that area, and then a drive. But I'm gonna need a strong bullish 15. If not, you might get a gladiator candle coming down, right, which would look like this. Not really the drive. 15, and then this takes you down to these areas. And then you make a decision whether you want to come up or come down, whatever. This is exactly what it'll look like. This little candle is not a candle, that's a letter I. This little candle went to the gym. This little candle went to the gym and took some tests. Back to trading. My Gucci flip-flops come with 2 midgets. Damn. Spicy. You take celery entries anymore? Not really. Or is wick entry, flip entry way better? Typically when a celery is setting up, I'm able to recognize it before it happens and I'm in on the wick.
Yeah, it's like a pre-celery.
Yeah. It's kind of simple to spot them as they're setting up if it's truly setting up for a celery. It's we've avoided many celery plays that kind of played out, but then as soon as they started playing out, they went against us, right? As soon as they would activate, they would go against us. All right, here we go. The bullish 15. Give me a strong bullish candle. You need a closure. You need a strong closure. Give me 1 second, chat. Hold on. You guys can talk amongst yourselves.
You still in any trades, Ziggy?
Yeah, I'm still in trades. I got a BE on the second position, and I'm in another one right now. I added at 6902.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, I just had I didn't roll a J, but I had a packed bowl. That shit is strong. That shit's hitting harder than my dad's belt. Damn. Some good bud.
I ran out today.
You ran out. Blasphemy.
Store closes at 8. Fucking gay.
That's crazy. You gotta have that emergency number. For like one call. Yeah, it'll cost a little more, but at least they'll be there in a minute. In like 10 minutes or whatever.
I had just enough.
I'm gonna need you to get more for tomorrow.
Oh, for sure. First thing in the morning.
Wicks, we still in buys? No. A few candles ago we were, but not right now. Barely hear the music. Man, those things are gold depending on your budget. You can get a Helix or two. Oh, you guys are talking about something else. Never mind. The session is tough. Yep. Like a fucking Ford. It's alright. We can handle it.
Arrange is your best friend.
Hmm. True. Sometimes even a Land Rover will do. But I'll take a range. I like the new range. How come you have drawn these ranges and haven't traded them? I wouldn't exactly say I've drawn a range here. It's just advantage points, and you don't trade just because the market tapped your advantage point. I don't place positions. Many things. This is I was gonna sound facetious. This is just, there's layers to this, right? There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes of a setup. Like pay attention. It's just show up for like a month or two, and you'll start getting into the flow, into the swing of things. You'll start understanding reason, or you'll start hearing reasoning as trades and setups are playing out. You'll hear reasoning for why and why not and how. And believe me, there's logic to it, even if you don't understand why we're doing what we're doing. Would I lie? I'm the Forex guy. Wix, what about the... Wix, why are your eyes so small? No, that's your screen. Why is your screen so small? My eyes are fine. Alright. Alright. Who says that? Matthew McConaughey? Alright. Is Wix light skin? No, I'm off-white. Sort of the same thing. Buy the collab. Wix. What is that? Staying Alive? Tell me you're singing Staying Alive. What exactly are we waiting for? For the market to tell me what it's going to do? Or we're going to call it a stream? I want to see if we're able to close below. Or if we're able to close strong bullish candle here. The 15 obviously did not. I'm going to wait on the 30, and then we'll probably call it a stream if it doesn't close the way I need it to close. Or if we don't get any kind of push on the 5 or 15 before that. Would you consider making a new music playlist for next year's streams? Yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. We'll consider it. Wix, I meant to ask, what is a gladiator candle? I heard you say that if it's the candle that breaks you out of a range. It's typically not the candle that drives, it's the candle that closes outside the range before the candle drives. So it's an initial indicator. It's just a name for it, right? A candle closing outside the range, but it's an initial indicator of volume. It's not a candle that drives, but it's the candle that indicates volume is coming in or volume has arrived. Right, so if this candle closes like this, right, then this candle technically just drove us out of this range, right? Drove us out of this range. So this is what we call a gladiator candle. It didn't drive, it drove us out of the range, and when that happens, you would expect the next candle top wick, and that's the candle that drives, right? Fuck a ukulele? What? That rainbow pineapple next to your name is pretty dope, Bougie. It's gangsta. It's a gangsta pineapple. You remind me of an actor and I can't place it. But when you figure it out, send a letter to the actor and be like, you remind me of Wix 9. See what he says. Will do. 10-4, copy, over. Nicolas Cage? Y'all got me fucked up. Nicolas Cage? Nah. He's so wild. Come on, Nick? Not Nick. Nah. Wildling Game of Thrones. True. White Predator? The off-white Predator. Call the session fee? Yeah, we're almost at that point too. I'm gonna stay here for another 8 minutes. Calling it a day. I'm kind of curious to see how this 30 closes. Based the previous 15 had no bottom wick, and this 15 is still driving. So I'm curious. White Predator sounds crazy. Yeah, like I'm missing the color gene. I'm fucking albino. Albino Predator. Featuring Danny Glover. Danny Glover old as hell. Ain't even a Glover, more like a sleever now. I don't know. I didn't like the one with Daniel Glover. I liked the first one with Arnold, and I liked the one with. I liked the one with what's this guy with Brody? What's Adrian Brody? And I liked the one where they like in the ice, where they had to like dig into the ice. Those were the good ones. I think that was Alien versus Predator or something like that. Yeah, the one in Antarctica was pretty dope. Are you gonna trade or waiting? I'm waiting for the final. It's the final count. No, I'm waiting for the final closure, this 30-minute closure for our session to tell me whether, and the opening of the next 30 to tell me if we're gonna have some positions or not. Position. I hear thunder and I'm scared. Where do you live? Highly likely it's your stomach and your ass is hungry. Australia? Go get some food, dog. It's his stomach. What state in Australia? He's in Maine. Maine, Australia. Ghana, Australia. You drink Foster's over there? Foster's. Australian for beer. Those were good old commercials. Foster's isn't real. I used to drink that shit because it came in a big ass can. All right, so let's look at this. We've come up, made a top wick first. and got here, right? We made a top wick, and this is as far as we went. Now, logic states if this is where we bottomed out, we need more orders. So if we close below right now in this area, right? We close below 2068.509. How do you know if we close below? Well, right here, you see this little, if you're not sure, this little red box will either be above this little gold box right here, or it'll be below it when you close, right? That's how you know if you closed above or below. And if this little box right here is below this gold box, see how now it's on top of the gold box because price is above. So if we close below, obviously we couldn't drive by grabbing orders here, right? This is where we got to. So now if we want to get any further, we'll probably need to break this high. So if the next candle, let's go in order. So if this candle, step one, can close below as such. Step two, if the next candle can then grab orders above here where we've never grabbed them before, then we can take the flip expecting to drive further than this area that we've just driven to. Everybody got it? But if we close like this in 55 seconds, I will call it a stream. You heard? So, three things need to happen. Closure belowsure, top wick break of the previous 30 high, and then a flip. It's gonna close below. Can we get a top wick? Give me the fucking top wick right now. I'm just gonna scare it into fucking happening. I'm gonna scare the market into making it happen. I don't know. I need a steeper top wick. Ideally, we can break the previous 15 and 30. Yeah, the 15 was the candle that gave us this bottom wick and broke us out. Ideally, we break the previous 15 high. We're halfway there, chat. Buy the thing, then sell the thing. Alright, everybody, yell at your screen. Might work. If this flips now, I'm not gonna be in it. I need a steeper wick. I want to have confidence in the fact that it's gonna run. Alright, so the first two of the three things that we've requested have happened. Well, no, did it break the highs here? No, almost. No, it didn't. I don't care if it doesn't break the highs. I'm not gonna enter it. It's it's so tempting. If it starts driving down from here, it's really tempting. Why would I want it to break the highs? Because these highs where it's at right now, we've been at this level and it couldn't drive past 2067 past 7.9, and I want it driving past that area. So we probably need more orders. We need some kind of catalyst. So there we go. The highs are broken. So if we're able to flip and break the current 15 low, I will have positions, right? It's got to happen on this 15. It's got to happen on this candle. Not on this 30, not on this hourly. It's got to happen on this 15 specifically. It's late. I got 3 eggs, sunny side up, with some sausage. Pause. Waiting. In the kitchen. The brajul. The Wiener Schnitzel. The bratwurst. Is it market execution or stealth stop? It's up to you. Just if we start flipping, make sure you're in a position at the break of the lows. I don't have a sell stop just yet. It's not that I don't have a sell stop. I think I'll just, well, I'm sorry, I'll set a sell stop actually. Sell stop is 2068.26. Why is there 2 lines here? How did this happen? There we go. And the reason I say it's got to be this 15 right? Because if it doesn't flip, the 15 closes bullish here. The 15 closes bullish here. Even if it does come down and flip later on, I will consider that a bottom wick for the next 15 to continue up, and then maybe that'll finally take you up to the 4-hour flip. So I'll stop break of the current 15 low, 2068.26. Got 6 minutes to do so. I'm gonna go on a mosquito hunting mission after this. I got bit right here, like right on the finger, and on my toe through the sock. What kind of asshole mosquito you gotta be to bite me through the sock? Like, that's protected, dog. That's basically standing at home base. Like, I was touching base, right? You can't do that. You gotta, if you can attack, you attack the skin, right? If I got it covered, that's base. You can't be biting. They forgot the damn rules. Through the sock, dog. There's got to be some kind of biting etiquette, right? Some kind of like mosquito etiquette. Yeah, I got bites all over my ankles, but that's fair game, right? That's exposed skin. But like the sock, that's off limits. That's covered skin. That's illegal maneuver. That's private property. Damn, that's trespassing. That's 5 to 10 if he was a human being. Damn. Ah, right on my toe. That. Man, wait till I find you. I'm gonna tie you up and fucking torture you. Stupid mosquito. Oh, man. You ever tried stand-up comedy? Why does everyone tell me that? Bro, do stand-up. No, I'm good enough trading. But then again, I think it's good if anybody wants to sponsor. Yeah, like it's good content. It's entertaining. It's Forex. I got all this space underneath the Wix 9. You guys want your banner up there? You're not even that funny though. Well, you ain't gonna be sponsored on here. There goes that deal. Shit. Red Bull sponsorship on the way. Ray, Red Bull, let me know. I'd love to be sponsored by Red Bull. Not even, I don't even want the money. I just want a Red Bull fridge behind me. The Plague from the movie Hackers. I don't remember. I remember the movie. I think that was like Angelina Jolie before she had any like facial reconstruction surgery. It's a pretty good movie. See you tomorrow. Bang later. Raw sponsor this man. That'd be wild too. Delete the thing. Buy the thing. Sell the thing. Delete the thing. Yeah, chat. I'm gonna delete this sell stop. I'm gonna close the charts. Well, I'll close them after you guys are gone. Shh. Oh man, what a year it has been. High fives all around. Asian session high fives, y'all. What a year. Might be it, chat. This is it.
Last session of the year.
Just need a moment here. To the fallen names who didn't make it. I think for the most part, people have made it and actually have added on. More people have come through, and people have brought their friends, family, mothers, grandmothers, all that fun stuff. All that fun stuff, the grandmothers, yeah. Thanks for still showing up. I learned so much every stream. Can't wait for the new year. Next year is going to be big. Got big expectations. No more my session, New York session, you mean? Yes. Tomorrow, our final holiday New York session. Our final New York session of the year. 8 a.m. Eastern. Chat. Thank you for an incredible year here during the Asian session. I appreciate every single one of you. Besides all the trolling and all the shit talking we do and all the fun trading we do, at the end of the day, I really appreciate the fact that you guys show up, and for the most part, for the great overwhelming majority, people are finding value, and I'm very, very pleased. You guys have made it a killer year. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next year for Asian session. January 2nd. We'll be back after the weekend, right? And Asian session continues next week on Tuesday. Not a big break, just 3 days. It's a long weekend, right? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You're off, and we'll see you on Tuesday. But if you're still trading with us tomorrow, there won't be an Asian session, so 8 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, we'll be back for Asian. But we're still going to finish off the year tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern, live here on YouTube. Our last stream of the year, last but not least. And my final New York session stream for the holiday season before Don Vo comes back. Onto year 2 of trading. Yeah, whoever's moving on to next year and, you know, continuing this continuing this ride. We'll see you in the next year. Everyone else, yeah, I deleted the sell stops. That's it. 1B. We're gonna finish the Asian session here. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'll try to make it early. I don't know if I will, but yeah, bring your Zoom, bring your A game. We'll probably just have like a free-for-all on Zoom. Free-for-all. Whoever's on cam will probably we'll open up the cam and the mics. Yeah, a vibe out session tomorrow. We'll see positions. Like, it's the last market volume before the new year. So if we see any positions, we'll act on it, but really more of a vibe out session. Bring your A game, right? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mods, thank you so much for helping me run the stream as always. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Zoom, everyone in the Zoom, it's only 4 days, so for its so-called new year. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's our stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't worry. I think we'll still have a chance to get some positions in tomorrow. It should be a lot of fun. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for making this a vibe. And just like that, the last Asian session of 2023 is in the books.
Have a good night, everybody.
You guys
Good night,
tomorrow.
everybody. See you tomorrow.
Peace out.